Tonight's season opener is presented by Carvana, and it's match day number 1 of the USL Championship in Phoenix as Phoenix Rising plays host to FC Tulsa. It's a new year, 2025, new coaches, so much hope, so much excitement. We want to welcome you in and joining us this season, Killian McClatchy, my partner Joe Lowry. It's great to be back. We've got 2 new coaches, 2 new teams that are getting ready to go head-to-head and start this campaign off.
This is a refreshed Phoenix Rising team, an entirely new midfield here under new manager Pablo Daka. This is a new year for a club with renewed expectations.
It certainly is. We're going to start off with our players to watch. We're going to start with the home team. It's a new guy in charge, a new captain, the youngest in club history, Pop Marboy, coming off of an all-league season last year.
Yeah, Pop was unbelievable.
When you trust your heart to Abrazo Health, you're choosing one of the Valley's largest networks of cardiologists.
Nationally recognized for the heart care we provide and a dedicated heart hospital.
You're choosing a team who has dedicated their lives to help save yours.
We are here for every heartbeat, from preventative diagnostic testing
to performing complex, life-saving heart surgeries.
In matters of the heart, we believe it's a journey that we all take together.
Because heart care is better together.
Oh, our car's value went up.
Maybe we should track all our cars' value on Carvana.
All of them?
All of them. We need more trackers.
I'll track the van.
Gotcha. Is that my belt?
Parts of it, yeah. Ooh, I'm getting a value update. Do you see which one is going off?
How's it tracking?
Good. Got some dips, some rises. Now what? Hold?
Sold. Did we get a little carried away?
No, room for more.
Track your car's value on Carvana today.
There's satisfaction in sacrifice, in spilling blood, sweat, and tears, in knowing that you left it all on the floor and never threw in the towel. Well, except to clean up the mess. Giving it all for your team is worth every drop. Modelo, brewed for fans with a fighting spirit.
Oh, Waymo's here.
The what?
The Waymo.
What's a Waymo?
There you go.
It's driving itself.
You're okay. It's driving itself.
It's driving itself.
It's driving itself.
How does it do this?
Magic.
Tonight's broadcast of Phoenix Rising FC is presented by Carvana, ASMC, and America First Credit Union. Welcome you back in match day 1. It's the season opener of the USL Championship. Killian McClatchy, Joe Lowry, we're excited to have you here. We're going to get things started off. Lineups have already been announced. The lights are out here in the stadium. The fans are ready to rock and roll, Joe.
I'm so ready as well, Killian. We're looking forward to being back for 2025. A very new Phoenix Rising team and a new FC Tulsa team as well under new manager Luke Spencer, a brand new center back pairing in Lamar Batista and Ibi Sissoko in the back line. And then a name to watch up top, Taylor Calhera. We spotlighted him earlier. 14 goals in MLS Next Pro last year in the New York City FC system.
Yeah, they also got their returning leading scorer. You got Stefan Stojanovic. He had 5 goals a year ago for this Tulsa club, who will be donning the all-white tonight in that 4-4-2. Over on the other side for the host, changes galore again. You got a bunch, you got new coaches, new players here and there. A lot of new faces for this Rising club.
Pablo Daka will lead this club from the sidelines, and he brought in a lot of his guys, including an entirely new central midfield group. You look at Carl Saint at the base of midfield, Noble Okello and Hope Aveyebu, and then keep an eye on Damian Rivera, number 19 there on the left wing. He spent last year on loan in Tampa and played very, very well in the Eastern Conference.
He certainly did. Remy Cabral was scoring goals all over the place in the preseason. We're now going to give you, I think, everything that anybody who's been watching last season has been waiting for. It's Lowry's Lowdown, presented to you by Peoria Nissan. I've been waiting a long time for this, Joe, so what have you got for us?
Yeah, I think everybody, this is the real main event. No, it's not the game tonight. It's the main event. 3 keys, not just for tonight against Tulsa, but for the entire season. unleash the playmakers, first and foremost. Phoenix was 3rd in possession last year in the USL Championship, just 20th in goals. Defensive intensity is going to be a key under Pa Mudaka. He had a quote earlier this week that said, "We never have a defensive mindset." They want to be a more aggressive pressing team. And the last key is being sharp in goal. Rocco Rios Novo was this team's starter over the last 2 seasons, saved 5 goals above expected for Phoenix Rising last year. He's now suiting up with Lionel Messi in Inter Miami in Major League Soccer. In comes the backup to Rocco Rios Novo last year in Patrick Rakowski. He's the starter for 2025, at least as of now, with Tristan Henry also brought into that goalkeeping core.
Yeah, Rakowski, he's going to be a big mark for this club here this year. Here is our Spooner availability report. Full availability for FC Tulsa. Did have a couple late scratches here tonight. Emi Quayshow out tonight, still working back from a knock he picked up in preseason. Then Jerome Margarita, he picked something up the other day in training. They said more just being cautious than anything with it being early in the season.
Yeah, it's a long season, no doubt about it. Jerome Margarita, when he is back with this club, figures to be an impact starter. We saw that last year when he comes in the summer, the impact that he makes. Again, keep an eye out on Damian Rivera and also Dario Schwarmella on the wings, flanking Remy Cabral in that rising attack.
We are about ready to go for 2025 in the Valley of the Sun. It's been a long time coming, but we are officially back as FC Tulsa gets this thing underway. We'll see what the next 90 minutes has in store.
A little pre-planned kickoff from FC Tulsa there, looking NFL style down that left side, aiming for field position. It's a clever opening.
This is a club, FC Tulsa, so a year ago, the record not necessarily where they would have wanted it, only 38 points, ended up finishing 10th in the Western Conference. And this is a club that really, as we mentioned, they struggled to score goals most of the season, just 43 against 55 allowed.
Yeah, Tulsa last year under Mario Sanchez were not a dynamic attacking team. We had the chance earlier this week, Killian, to sit down with Luke Spencer, the new manager for this club and assistant coach last season. This is his first year as a professional manager all the way through. He preached being compact. This is not a Tulsa team that wants to open the game a ton. They want to be tight. They want to keep their lines tight. But they also added some real attacking talent over the offseason. When you look at someone like Calhera, El Medcar as well, coming in from inside the championship. They have tried to juice those attacking numbers.
I think it's really an interesting one. If you look honestly on the other side for Phoenix Rising, it's very much the opposite. Pamuduka has been like, no, we are going to attack, we want to score, we want to be aggressive, and that's what he's been preaching, and that's pretty much what they did in all of preseason as well.
Very much so. We've seen a lot of 4-3-3 from Pamuduka in preseason so far. Looks like that's what we're seeing so far tonight with 2 pure wingers and then 2 sort of free eights in front of Carl Saint as that number 6. Phoenix Rising want to be a club that owns the ball. That's been their theme really for years and years now in the USL Championship. Pa Mudaka is brought in to continue to evolve really that ethos for the club, and we're going to see how this group actually executes.
Rivera chasing this one down in the midfield and going to press it off over to the right side. Here's Dariusz Formella. Formella with one of his first touches sends it to the middle, and Remy Cabral's there trying a little bit of a half volley, but nothing there. But already in the first few moments, a dangerous little attack from Phoenix.
Yeah, it's a strong start, especially when you look at that ball being won in midfield, just how quickly it moves from the midfield, then out wide to Dario Schwarmella, who is starting in place of Jiro Margarita on that right side. Finds Remy Cabral. Just a quick snapshot there from Remy Cabral, who's now on a permanent deal here in Phoenix. Can't quite direct it on frame.
And Cabral led this team in goals a year ago with 7. This is, again, a Phoenix club. They struggled themselves to score goals. Very good defensively, but I had a hard time putting it in the back of the net for a majority of the season. Cabral said this is a guy who was in on loan last year from Colorado Rapids. Ended up making that full-time move as the former Golden Boot winner in MLS Next Pro back in 2023. On Peñaranda sends that one, and now headed forward as Captain Potmar Boy. And cover this one up all the way back to his keeper, Rakowski.
And you see Phoenix really spreading their fullbacks wide. Ryan Flood on this left side. Colin Smith, a new signing over at right back, someone that Pa Mudaka has worked with before back in his North Texas SC days. A lot of those guys that Pa has spent time with in this rising squad, they're going to try to make the field big to stretch the opposition. Tulsa do well there to win the ball.
That one knocked away, sent all the way back. The center back, that's Sissoko, who switches it over. Mathisen out of the near side, Harvey St. Clair. Sent to the midfield. Knocked up and in the air, but a bit of a poor touch. The center there by Saint as Tulsa begins spinning it back the other way. Stojanovic trying to get a toe to it, but nothing was there. Good look and a thumbs up.
And Tulsa's showing some of their early threat out of what looks like a three-back shape from manager Luke Spencer. Getting those wing backs forward, quickly trying to play into that forward line as well. Tulsa want to be quick and aggressive in transition. That's where they made a lot of their money last year in some of their better moments under Mario Sanchez. Luke Spencer was on that staff, shares some of the same DNA for a Tulsa squad that really is looking to get the ball forward into their front line as quickly as possible.
Kofsky tries to send this one down deep quickly, but he'll first head coach 2020 season was a staff promotion job. No back for Phoenix. 4 points snuck into the playoffs at finishing ultimately falling in that first round to the Mexico one. One back. Right. Potmar gets some space and right
on from is, if not individual in this, the real growth club is on a really nice place there out of the back.
So gets tied, taken down there. Stay the foul. Get around. Around Coley. Maybe Sissoko sent that one ahead. Traore chests it down. Here's Flood with the ball at his feet. The one change with a lot of them coming is that one St. Clair gets it headed right back to him, and now hard tackle sent there in the middle by Saint. But one of the big changes for Phoenix Rising that the center back pairing with Mo Traore and Potmar Boy when both were healthy. Mo Traore picked up a little bit of a knock near the end of last season, missed some time. But that was kind of the go-to duo, and it looks like it's going to be the same this year.
Very much so. There is a bit of a shape change, though, in the back for Phoenix Rising. Played a lot in the three-back, whether it was under Danny Stone, eventually Diego Gomez last year in an interim role. Now it is much more of that two center-back pairing in a flat back four, as those outside backs, will push high up in the outside. And we're going to see what these two players, Potmar Boy and Mo Traore, how they interact together. Potmar Boy talked earlier this week, Killian, about how he's comfortable in that back four. The same is true for Traore. It's going to be an interesting pairing.
Here's the free kick sent in. That one headed, but well wide. Got the ball through, but nothing was there. It was a good setup by Coley. Those new signings, he's kind of one of the big ones for this FC Tulsa side. As there is the new man in charge, Pamoruka. This guy, we mentioned he's not want to be defensive. You want to look at the numbers. This is his third head coaching spot. His teams average over 2 goals a game when he's in there. And he's in charge. And this is a rising club. They scored 1 a game last year.
Yeah, we can see on that cooler he's got the best seat in the house to watch this team play in this up-tempo, more aggressive attacking style, and we're seeing it in the early stages. Rising continuing to try to build out from the back, trying to stretch Tulsa, who are pressing aggressively out of this 3-4-3 shape, really looking to move the ball wide and try to overload in those outside areas with fullback and winger.
Kofsky to Potmar Boy. Marboy, second team All USL Championship selection a year ago, the 2025 captain. Marboy will swing it to his backline partner in Mo Traore. Roy trying to push it a little bit further upfield. And there's a tackle from behind, and it will be a free kick, and looking to take it quickly, and they do. It's Hope Avievu. Sent back and forward. Colin Smith stops on a dime. Nice little 1-2 triangle from Formella. Back to Hope. Trying to chip that one up into Remy Cabral. Smith. All kind of bouncing around everywhere. Formella gets a toe to it. And now it'll be off. It will be a throw to Phoenix.
It's good energy there in the midfield from Hope Avievu. Comes in to be this team's number 10, but he's not quite a classic string pulling through ball threading number 10. He's energetic. He's a connector more than he is that true pure creator. Good defensive work there from the small number 10.
Calhera running all over the place. Rakowski stepped on the ball a little bit. Now an opportunity potentially for Phoenix. Alkello going to turn. Damian Rivera. Rivera, a little back heel flick to Flood, who was waiting for it, and Phoenix will send it back to midfield to reset.
Yeah, this is one of the first times throughout the opening 10 minutes of this match that Phoenix have had more established possession in the opposition half. Tulsa haven't really enjoyed being pinned back so far. It'll be interesting to see how Phoenix finds space against a slightly deeper block.
Rakowski sent over. Hope, and Hope almost spun all the way around, but kept on his feet. They're going to keep playing. Cabral comes to get this one. A little bit of a strong touch. That one knocked down, and Tulsa will get possession back, at least for the moment. Quick turn and press forward. Avievu, as Hope takes it away, and Phoenix will steal the possession right back. Fans, we want to welcome you to the 2025 USL kickoff presented by Terminix. Throughout the month of March, the USL will be kicking off across the country, so make sure you join us for all the action here on ESPN and the CBS sports platforms. Walking it up. Smith, another one of those new signings. Familiar face, played in Rhode Island last season. So no stranger to the USL Championship. Sissoko will get played all the way back to him and then sent back. John Peñaranda. And pass through. Stojanovic takes a bit of contact, and Stojanovic slow to get up, and now there will be a stoppage. Late whistle. Tried to play the advantage. And Stefan Stojanovic a little slow to get up. Stojanovic, another guy in the MLS Next Pro back in 2023. He had 10 goals for Philadelphia Union's MLS Next Pro side.
Yeah, and you'll see that challenge here. Just a late catch there on Stojanovic. Clear foul. Referee calls it and moves on.
A little too far. Hope does a nice job getting a toe to it, and it pokes all the way back to Rakowski.
Yeah, you can see a clever pressing approach right now from FC Tulsa. Keep your eye on, viewer, that number 9, Taylor Calhera for Tulsa, marking Carl Saint, trying to stick with him to deny that central pass so the other midfielders for Tulsa can match up man-to-man, a real 3v3 in that area. Rising looking for solutions through the middle, just can't quite find it.
What do you think that solution could be going forward?
Yeah, and you could see it there just a moment ago with Hope Avievu drifting out wider to the left. Now you see Phoenix trying to find that space down the wide right side. There will be looks there. Tulsa, though, do a good job turning the ball over.
This one sent forward. St. Clair, nice little run into the box. St. Clair going to cross back post, going up, looking for a potential bicycle kick, it looked like. But not going to be there as Phoenix does a good job to clear away the danger, at least for a moment. Pressing back forward. This one's sent in, let all the way through. Hope, though, in the right spot at the right time. Chipped back forward to him by Akello, and he takes a heavy shoulder, and there will be a foul as St. Clair went in a little strong.
That's good body positioning there from Hope Avievu. Just arriving there just in time and shielding from Harvey St. Clair, playing as this right-sided wingback for Luke Spencer tonight. We'll catch this on the replay. You see both of them racing for that ball here on the near sideline. Avevu does just enough to get his right side around the ball to force St. Clair to go through him.
Saint tries to make a little bit of a run back towards Pop Marboy. They want to get the ball to him, and he will get a touch, but quickly right back off of his feet.
Yeah, you can see just how closely Tulsa are marking Carl Saint, that number 6 for Phoenix Rising, really trying to force them to build anywhere but through Carl Saint.
Phoenix Children's is the exclusive and official pediatric medical partner of Phoenix Rising. To learn more, visit phoenixchildrens.org. Approaching a quarter of an hour played here on match day number 1. These two clubs still kind of feeling each other out, figuring out where the opportunities may be. As Smith, a shoulder and a foul will be a free kick.
I've got a feeling, Killian, we're going to see a lot of that from Colin Smith this year. An Energizer bunny at right back, a former winger turned fullback throughout his professional career. He likes to get up and down that right side, will add real dynamism and energy to that Phoenix Rising back line.
St. Clair sends it back. Sissoko was calling for it, but played all the way back to Peñaranda.
That's well done from FC Tulsa to easily work their way out of that press.
St. Clair has to wait up for it, just keeps it in play. Hope does a nice job shouldering off, and now there'll be another whistle. St. Clair. A little hand up from Harvey St. Clair saying that one's on me, bit of a poor touch.
Yeah, nice battle between those two players so far in the early stages of this game. Hope Avevu, not the largest player out there in that midfield group, but really sharp with getting his body in the right spot. You see that sometimes from smaller players. You know, Hope Avevu, 5'5", 5'6". You see that from guys who have had to develop that skill as young players against guys who are bigger and older at times than they are. You can see that in Hope's game.
Yeah, Hope officially listed 5'6", 150.
Thought you were going 5'6" in one quarter there. We're going to split the hairs. That
nice
matters.
Little ball. That's true. It certainly does. Nice little ball on the ground, Remy Cabral. Here's Rivera on the left wing. Rivera pressing it up inside the 18. Going to keep going all the way down. Crossed in, through a couple bodies. Wide open look. Blocked away off the goal line. Excellent defense from Tulsa. And now a potential counterattack, but it will roll out for a throw-in. The first dangerous chance for Phoenix. And a great clearance off the line.
Yeah, the best chance of the evening so far comes through the new man. Damian Rivera gets that ball across. Colin Smith can't believe that it comes to him, is able to get it on frame. An excellent clearance off the line from FC Tulsa to keep this at 0-0.
As Flood will play it back to Traore. And that's that kind of attacking mindset that Pamuduka wants to have. It's what was shown pretty much all preseason long. This is a club, they scored a lot of goals in the preseason.
Well, it's not just the mentality either, Killian. It's also the players that have been brought into this team. Damian Rivera was in the New England Revolution system, has played some of Major League Soccer, was excellent in his minutes in Tampa Bay last year. He's a bright player.
They're going to send it back to him again. He's going to let that one roll all the way down, and it will be the first corner kick of the night, the first Carvana corner kick of the night. Carvana will drive you happy. And that one will bring this big crowd here on opening night to their feet. So it will be Hope to take this corner on the near side. Watch for Noble Okello, one of those guys listed 6'5". So going to be swung back post, looking for Pop Marboy, and he's able to get ahead to it, but right into the waiting arms of Johan Peñaranda.
You mentioned set pieces there, Killian. I think that's going to be an area of increased focus for this Rising team in 2025. You think about Pop Marboy and his aerial ability, Mo Traore, another body who can get forward into the box at times, and then Noble Okello, who is every bit of that 6'5". He's another target for this Rising squad in the box.
And Pop Marboy, you saw get his head on that one. That was one of the things. Got a chance to talk to him earlier this week, kind of asked him, you know, obviously he's a team-first guy, wants to win games, wants to keep clean sheets, and I asked him, I said, what's like a personal goal? What do you mean? He goes, I want to score some more. As Tulsa now threatening themselves, and a little bit of a takedown inside the 18 as the head referee Elton Garcia says, no, we're going to keep going.
Pop Marboy, though, Killian, you mentioned it. He's goal hungry. He's got his name on the score sheet last year. Pamudaka talked about Pop earlier this week as well and said the guy hates to lose. And a great way to not lose is to put the ball in the back of the net. You love a defender who likes to get involved at the other end.
There's the captain kind of arms out saying, all right, what are we doing here? There's that press from Tulsa trying to see if they can't force something. As Cabral chipped back Smith, Formella comes running all the way back, sends it to the middle of Kello. That one knocked down, and Kello, everybody arms up. Tulsa arms up, saying, how's that not more? Phoenix arms up, going, are we really calling that?
Phoenix Rising do so well to build. It's a nice crossfield ball there from Darius Formella. Just excellent tracking back there from FC Tulsa. A little light, perhaps, on that challenge. The referee, though, has a good view of it.
He's in the right spot at the right time.
Well, that's the energy that Luke Spencer is going to love to see from this team so much, from Stefan Stojanovic there. That work rate off the ball, and we're seeing it in the early stages of this match from FC Tulsa, that work rate off the ball is going to be something that really tries to differentiate this Tulsa group in the Western Conference this year.
There's Rogers. St. Clair, seen a lot of him as Hope comes to pick him right up. Hope slides in, keeps that in. Great challenge and great tackle. Here's Rivera. And he gets tackled from behind. Very nicely done on the other side from Diallo.
And you can see why Pamudaka made it a point to sign Hope Aveebu over this offseason, why Phoenix Rising made it a point to bring him into this team. He is a defensive, energetic presence in that midfield group. Add something on the ball, yes, but the way that he works off the ball and presses. You talk with Pamudaka for even a second or two, you see that intensity in him, and you're seeing it in his team so far.
Vera comes flying in, trying to take that away. Ball kind of pinballs around between a couple white jerseys. But Rising ultimately the ones to come away with possession. Hope. Now back to Mo Traore. Fans, to remind you that Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. From the Academy to the big leagues, Select is there every step of the way. Be sure to visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice. Traore looking to try and thread one through Formella. Almost got there. But nicely done and knocked down as now Cabral, a little bit of contact back at the edge of the 18. They're going to play the advantage. St. Clair coming back, pushing up this right wing for Tulsa. Lots of space for St. Clair. Flood going to come off, and he's going to shoulder one out. It'll be a corner kick, first one of the night for FC Tulsa.
And how crucial was that defensive intervention on the other side from former Phoenix Rising man Lamar Batista. A new signing for this FC Tulsa side, and their new sporting director, Caleb Sewell, adds real defensive range with his frame. Also quality on the ball to this Tulsa team, and a quick counter going the other way.
I mean, Cabral just got a very stern talking to from our head referee off that contact near the end of that last play. Here's first Carvana corner kick of the night for FC Tulsa. Looks like it's going to be Coley to take this. The Australian national, or the new signings from Perth. He's going to swing this one across with the right foot. Headed up, still not totally out of danger, knocked down. Rivera going to head this ahead to Cabral. Cabral going to get spun down, and he will draw a foul and a free kick. And it looks like we might be getting our first booking of the night. And now lots of talking going on right around head referee, and it does look like a yellow card is out.
It's a sharp counterattack there from Phoenix Rising. Good work from Tulsa to regroup and to get back around the ball in that counter. You see the referee go to his pocket.
So conversation being had between the captain, A.B. Sissoko.
Yeah, you see there the clear grab on the arm of Remy Cabral. It's an easy call from the referee.
The yellow card warning has been issued to FC Tulsa number 21, Alex Gallo.
That's Alex Dalu who gets that booking. First one of the year. As Phoenix, you saw coming together, Flood, Cabral, and Saint. As Phoenix has it back going. With a slip from Traore, but it does a good job to collect it and come back around. Calhera pressuring, now a takeaway. Calhera turns, nobody in front of him. Rakowski comes up, Rakowski makes the first save, dives down, the goal is wide open, and it's 1-0 Tulsa. A bad turnover in their own half, and Tulsa responds to score the first goal of the season.
And that's where it all starts, Killian. You're exactly right. Is on that turnover at the base of midfield for Phoenix Rising. Patrick Rakowski does well to make the initial save. Then just crafty play in the box there from FC Tulsa. A gift of an opportunity. They do well to convert, and it's 1-0 to the visitors.
FC Tulsa goes scored by number 21, Alex Dallo.
So Dallo gets booked a minute prior, and then slots home the first goal. Out.
And you'll take the yellow card 30 seconds later. The player in this can take that.
1-0. Tulsa and Luke's half. The first goal will be Phoenix looking to bond. Tulsa continue to try to press up. And lots of space. Hope has to wait for the ball. Has to show the defender on the near side. Blood going to cross it down, but that's where honestly she might not be as big as he is. He tries to keep that out for a goal.
All the control, Blood rocketing in right about the section. That's Hope Ave. That's the midsection. And that's for the dome.
That's why Davey was able to drop his bit, and it goes past him potentially.
Latter first half.
We were talking about it, getting our stepped up for this season. The big name. We're excited. One of the questions I had for this coach: how can you use Bobby with him? How can you find him opportunity to make that pass?
Yeah, I don't think we've seen, frankly, in the stages of this game. We'll pass the ball not often enough. It's not just a Phoenix so far. As we see get chopped aside, accessing right in this 3 minutes, it's one. I think he's in front of the well away, so and Bulakello gave same line. If they can act on the half turn forward right after receiving, right on the opportunity to attack that Tulsa.
Giordano Colley. And he's waving him off, saying, I'm okay. And now the referee telling Colley to go off. This is one of those moments where now even the home crowd is booing for an away player being told he has to get off the pitch.
Gio Colley does end up working his way off the field. A really fun addition, Killian, to this midfield for Luke Spencer and Caleb Sewell and Mario Sanchez in this group. A player who comes over with a bunch of minutes in the top in Australia underneath his belt. Nearly 4,000 minutes in the top tier over there. He arrives over the offseason, adds this right-footed playmaking, adds a bit of dynamism off the ball as well. A really neat fit in this new-look Tulsa squad.
Yeah, this is a guy they were really excited to get in there. He had a very good last season in the NPL, 3 goals. Ended up coming away with 8 assists as well in that midfield spot. The ball being kind of ping-ponged around on the far side at midfield. And now going to be a whistle free kick going to Phoenix. Going to take it quickly. Here's Rivera with lots of space. Being chased down from behind. Rivera with some room. Rivera right-footed shot, and it took a deflection. And it's out, and it will be a corner to Phoenix.
That's so well done on the initial phase there from Damian Rivera. Tucking inside into central areas. Ends up firing off that shot, and Hope Aveevu is trying to get this crowd riled up.
See if he can give him something to get a little loud about. Second Carvana corner kick. Okello standing at the penalty spot. Potmar boy right next to him. Hope slings this one in, looking for Okello. Couldn't get it to him. And this one going to be knocked all the way up. Smith checking over his shoulder, and he'll take it and play it all the way back to Rakowski. Troy going to walk it up a little bit. This one, long run, looking for Rivera. Rivera gets shouldered off. Cabral going to spin around. Now Cabral taken down. And Cabral ended up being offside anyways. The flag was up on the far side.
Yeah, Remy Cabral retaining really that starting number 9 position after Tomas Angel ends up departing back after his loan last season, now playing with newcomers in Major League Soccer, San Diego FC, and earning some minutes there for Mike Ivaras' team. Remy Cabral is brought back into this team over the offseason, signed to a permanent deal. Rising also signed Isan Sako as well to be that number 9. There's a real competition between Remy Cabral and between Sako, who's got experience over in Ligue 1, in the top couple of divisions in France, played some in Switzerland as well. He's a big-bodied player, not quite as rangy, not quite as mobile as Remy Cabral. Cabral's got some real pressure to perform early on this season with another guy behind him.
This one, as you mentioned, Sako, I assume there's certainly a chance that we see him tonight in the second half as a substitute. Get some fresh legs out there as a couple bodies kind of trip over each other. That was Formella kind of going right over the top of Dom. This will be a throw-in, but you mentioned last place he was in FC Thun there in Switzerland. Seen time with OGC Nice over there in the top flight of France. This ball sent all the way through Rivera. Flag stays down. Rivera can't keep possession, though, as he gets shouldered off, and now there'll be a foul and a free kick. Tulsa will be the ones to hold on to. Fans, Phoenix Rising, they're introducing the ultimate match day deal for Rising fans. The family 4-pack. You can get 4 tickets, 4 entrees, 4 chips, and 4 waters or sodas, all for just $80. Bring the family and experience an unforgettable night of soccer in the Valley. Get your family 4-pack now at phxrisingfc.com. We are Phoenix Rising. Todos Rojos.
There's Hope Aveevu getting in and around the action again. He's been all over the midfield for Phoenix Rising, especially on the defensive end. So far tonight, he's embodied really this increase in defensive pressure as you see Remy Cabral trying to get forward and close down the ball in this high press.
There's Hope pressuring St. Clair as St. Clair gets it off of his feet. And all the way back, Rogers. Rogers going to press it towards the middle. Ball Squeaks away from him. Late slide in from Formella, and that's going to be an immediate yellow card for Formella.
Just over-eager there from Darius Formella, trying to close down the ball in the press. Tries to get in there, commits to the tackle way too early, and ends up being way too late. Easy red card from the referee. Yellow, excuse me.
Now the trainer going to come out and take a look, and Formella is he trying to kind of plead his case and explain things.
And there's nothing to plead. They're just so late getting in on Lamar Batista. Hope he's okay.
Taking a look, two sides coming to get a bit of water. Opening match, obviously you got the preseason, try and build up the fitness level and get yourselves ready, but it is your first full 90 minutes, of true points playing soccer for both these clubs. As Rivera now sitting up, and he'll get helped up by his keeper, and they'll continue to take a look at him. Rivera is up. He's going to walk it off himself. So 1-0 Tulsa. Goal coming by way of Alex DeLue in the 24th minute. So we start to slowly approach halftime on this opening night of the USL Championship.
And you can see Tulsa very content with where they are right now in this game. Content to let a little bit of the clock tick, not in a rush to get it back in play. They're happy to be the antagonists from this point forward to make Phoenix break them down. They're not going to rush this. They're going to be aggressive defensively. They're going to try to move the ball upfield and earn fouls like that one.
Alan Calhera took a little bit of a bump from Traore, who Traore doesn't agree with it.
You can see some of that positional flexibility, though, that Taylor Calhera has up top as the new number 9 for this FC Tulsa squad. Talking to Luke Spencer earlier on this week, really said this guy's the total package. He checks every box, is what Luke Spencer said to us. Killian, he can range a little bit into the half spaces. He can get on the ball. He was a high-usage player with NYCFC 2 last season in MLS Next Pro. There's a lot that Tulsa like on the ball and defensively as well in their press, and we're seeing that so far tonight.
He earned best 11 honors in the league. He ended up finishing 3rd in goals. Mentioned those 14 at the top. This one going to be swung in by Coley, back post, and that one headed up, and it will be out for a corner. Second one of the night coming now for the visitors. Carvana corner kick. Carvana will drive you happy, proud sponsor of Phoenix Rising. So we'll set up. See if Tulsa can work something out on a set piece. That one trying to go near post, knocked down. Hope Avievu, though, right there, and he's going to clear it away and send that one all the way out to midfield for a throw. Kind of get the feeling this Tulsa side seems very content to try and just kind of run this thing out and get into the locker room for halftime, Joe.
Very much, and you can't blame them for that. Up 1-0 on the road against a Phoenix Rising team that you didn't know exactly what they were going to look like coming into the first match of the season. The same, of course, goes for Phoenix looking at FC Tulsa. A fine first half from Tulsa. You get the advantage off of a mistake from Phoenix Rising. You show just enough quality inside the box to make it 1-0. Tulsa are thrilled right now, and they should be with where they are in this game still. A lot of match left to play, and there's a reason why we're not seeing them all the way bunkered back in their own half. They're still trying to press and engage and push in their own way for that 2-0 lead.
There's Hope now with the ball at his feet. He's going to sling it to this near side flood. On the ground for Rivera. Rivera looked like he caught all of that one. As he's going to double back. Rivera This little slide to poke the ball away, at least for the moment, but not all the way out of possession. This one sent all the way through. Traore going to keep this protected as Rakowski going to slide down with the ball in his gloves. Tossed out to Hope, who chests it down. And Hope taken down from behind. It'll be a whistle and a free kick.
You know, it's early, Killian, for season predictions, but I think when you look at this Phoenix Rising squad, Hope Aveevu is going to be the guy drawing the most fouls in 2025. On the ball a lot, especially in deeper areas. Always putting himself between the rock and the opposition. Loses it there, though.
Yeah, he loses possession. This one come back all the way the other direction. St. Clair tries to center it across. Hope calling for some help, and miscommunication between he and Rivera. Bad turnover, the defending zone. This one, Coley, left-footed shot. That one easily into the waiting arms of Rakowski. Right back in there, you see the new man between the sticks, Patrick Rakowski. Just saw one game last season in a year that was dominated by Rocco Rios Novo. You mentioned moving on now with Inter Miami in the MLS side. It's a cool moment. Rocco Rios Novo, guy been here for a couple of years. Really a fan favorite. Got to see him in the preseason, standing in the starting 11 with Lionel Messi, as Kello just kind of lost where he was on the pitch and turns that one over.
Yeah, you mentioned Rocco Rios Novo. A huge presence in goal last year for this Phoenix Rising team. The last 2 years, really a hero for Phoenix Rising in their USL Championship final win over the Charleston Battery back in 2023. He leaves a big hole, and Patrick Rakowski is the man that Paul Mudaka has chosen to try to fill that hole in this Rising squad. Rakowski been a backup during his time in Phoenix. You mentioned just the one game in the regular season last year. Was a starter, though, previously in the USL Championship with Orange County. Has that sort of experience. So far tonight, showing himself fairly well in the box.
Fan soccer season is here, and SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the USL. Get all your USL tickets and more from the #1 ticketing site, SeatGeek. Your ticket to great seats. Traore trying to get a little fancy with the footwork, and he gets a push from behind and taken down by Calhera.
When you see Mo Traore earning that foul there, and it's nice work on the ball, you can't help but wonder if Phoenix would benefit more, though, with getting the ball off the foot, right? Mo Traore doesn't end up playing that pass to Ryan Flood. You know, he ends up getting fouled before any real action occurs on that sequence. The ball's been sticking a little bit for Phoenix Rising. Not enough side-to-side movement from this squad.
Kell going to stop and turn. Nice ball to Cabral. Cabral, if he can get it all the way to it to Flood, has a bit of a kind of a poke out to just keep it in play, and it's turned over. Coming back the other direction, St. Clair, lots of room. Okello doubles back to try and meet him. This one, crossed in, chested down, right-footed shot off the volley. Rakowski knocks it down, doesn't keep it fully in his arms, but Formella is right there to help clean things up and clear it out back to midfield.
It's a dangerous spill there from Patrick Rakowski. Good filling back in the defensive area, though, from Darius Formella. Tulsa getting the ball quickly into that 18.
St. Clair. Final few minutes of the first 45 tonight, as Rogers playing a little 1-2 with Coley, who claps away with his side up 1-0. Thanks to the 24th minute goal off the right foot of Alex DeLue. This one's sent back in. DeLue going to let that roll all the way to Dom. Dom crossed in, back post, headed right into the hands and stopped on the goal line. Big save there by Rakowski.
Well, that's so well done from Tulsa. Everything but the finish there. They're finding these pockets of space in front of the Phoenix Rising fullbacks, but behind the wingers, outside of the central midfield group for Phoenix Rising, working it on the right. Then a quick switch over to that left side, and then the cross in the box. It's excellent build-up play there from FC Tulsa to find a great high-quality header inside the 18. Just can't convert it and get it past Patrick Rakowski.
Rakowski being forced into some more action here in these last few minutes of this first half. As Traore looking for somewhere to go with it. Hope making a long run, going to be headed back. Peñaranda, though, able to collect the header from Sissoko, knocked it back down to him.
This needs to be a little sharper, a little headier as well from Phoenix Rising with their possession play. Well, there is space to be exploited at times behind this Phoenix Rising back line. But if you're Mo Traore there, you got to know that the Hope Avievu-Lamar Batista matchup is not one that favors you unless you have the structure around Hope Avievu to win that second ball. Rising so stretched in possession, they didn't have a chance. They didn't give themselves a chance to win that second ball. Mo Traore with a sloppy pass out of the back there.
St. Clair all sorts of space. Wide open. Stojanovic goes bottom, and it ends up being knocked down. Kind of bounced around a couple times inside the 18 as Rakowski was there to collect it again.
But to go back to that Mo Traore pass, those are the kinds of things that Phoenix Rising need to clean up. Tulsa are there. They're solid in their defensive structure. They're committed to this 3-4-3. They're not going to give Phoenix Rising easy looks through central midfield. Shinobu Akello there trying to drop a little deeper to get on the ball. Rising got to be a little sharper with their decision-making.
There's Hope pressed ahead. Left wing now, Rivera. Rivera faces up with St. Clair. Giving back Saint. Saint to the center, Formella. Formella tries to chip it ahead. Thought there might have been a handball, but a little too high. It was off the shoulder of the defender. Now working around, lots of space, DeLoe. DeLoe has a man pressed forward, and that one's going to be sent around. And Rakowski picks it up. Not sure if it really would have mattered. Flag stayed down, at least for the moment, in play.
The fourth official has indicated a minimum of 2 minutes of stoppage time.
And we got 2 minutes of stoppage time. We'll see if Phoenix can answer one back before they go to the locker room in the break, or if Tulsa can keep this advantage or potentially even add to it. Traore looking for Okello. That one chested down, though, as Coley. Below, back to Coley. St. Clair, lots of room here on this near side.
And there's that pocket. There's that pocket right there for Harvey St. Clair.
Flood comes to pick it up. This one's sent in. Nice little slide in. But Rakowski got to it just in time. Avievu. Gonna have to stop. He gets cut off by Delu, the goal scorer tonight. As Flood arms out, wants the ball, and he will get it. Flood looking for something as Coach Pa tells him to press forward, get further up. Here's Formella. Hope, little 1-2 touch. Cabral tried to go right back to him as Cabral tries to double back. Avievu now a whistle and a free kick, and it will be to Tulsa. And Tulsa trying to take it quickly. Remy Cabral said, we're not doing that, as he stuck a foot back out to wait for Hope to get back on his feet. Might be the last opportunity here in this first half, as it's played all the way back. Rakowski will take a little hop up, roll it over to Traore. And that will be the whistle for the first 45. FC Tulsa with a 1-0 advantage over the hosts Phoenix Rising, thanks to Alex DeLoe and his goal in the 24th minute. It was the first half. The one goal coming by way of a bit of a mistake on the back line by Phoenix Rising, and Tulsa was able to jump all over it and capitalize.
Yeah, and that's the story of the first 45 minutes is Phoenix trying to build in possession. Tulsa content to play against the ball. They force a mistake, they capitalize on that mistake, and it's 1-0.
That's where it is, 1-0. Don't go anywhere. We got halftime coming up. We're going to go through it. We'll be back in just a moment.
Before weather changes.
A team with more than 100 years of local experience will stay ahead of the weather that impacts you. Air quality.
We need to prepare for some weekend winds.
Temperature drops.
We're first alerting for a freeze warning. Fire risks.
This lack of rain increases the odds of wildfires.
All so you can protect your family, pets, and property.
Know about changes before they happen with First Alert Weather on Arizona's Family.
Hey, just a reminder that me and some friends are headed to the credit card bill tomorrow.
Again? I hate that you're always going to the credit card. Why can't you stay here and do things with us?
You don't generate the same interest. You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Get your money working and keep more of it at home with 0% interest for 6 months on new Visa credit cards at America First.
And now, everybody who's fueled by your local Circle K. There's flower shop owners, neighborhood bakers, awesome food truck sandwich makers, gearheads, mighty motorheads, farmers and their farmsteads, life-saving physicians and head-banging musicians, that guy who helps you change your spare, and rock star nurses. Hey. The people we rely on every day are fueled by Circle K every single day. Fueled by Circle K.
Billy, I need help with the clicker.
Yeah, wait, 1 second, Grandma. This guy's gonna buy my car. Billy, you still there? Okay, just...
You need Carvana. What's your plate number?
Boss, M-O-V.
Vehicle features, no accidents, right?
No.
Good. Generating offer. Carvana can pick it up tomorrow.
That's an amazing offer. Do you still need help with the clicker?
I'll ask your sister.
Sell your car the easy way with Carvana.
Todos rojos. It's more than a color. Es comunidad. It's a state of mind. It means we rise together. Stronger, louder, prouder. Like a phoenix from the fire, we overcome. And we all know smoke right.
There are brothers, but there are little brothers. Slap them tonight, alright?
Stick together, come on.
Hey, what was the call there, Edwin?
Back in 45 played on opening night in Phoenix, and FC Tulsa holds a 1-0 advantage through the first 45 thanks to Alex DeLoe's first goal 24 minutes in, and that is the scoreline that we have. Don't go anywhere. We're going to continue on with the Carvana halftime report. When we come back, we got some highlights and then news and notes and some scores from around the USL.
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Tiptoed the line. Wilson! Brilliant! And tonight! He has been on fire at Tampa Bay! Thrust forward, put down by Gagi! The hero! Let's go!
Pain doesn't care who you are or why you hurt, but pain can be mastered if you know the way. Fight back with Tiger Balm's legendary herbal power. Trusted for over 100 years, our proven blend of camphor, menthol, and essential oils tames pain with the strength and speed of the tiger, so that you can rise above pain and get back to living. This is the way of the tiger.
Success doesn't come easy. It takes grit, hustle, and relentless effort. Every step forward brings you closer to greatness. This is your moment. Elevate your game. El Jimador Spiked Bebidas.
Phoenix! Phoenix! Phoenix!
Back in halftime in Phoenix, 1-0 FC Tulsa. On top, Kelly McClatchy, Joe Lowry. There's the Carvana halftime report. Alex DeLoe, the lone goal scorer here on match day number 1 of the new USL Championship season. And speaking of which, we got some of the news and notes from around the USL Championship. It's got the national broadcast schedule, 35 matches on national TV, including 3 on the CBS television network big time. And then USL Championship and League One competing in a World Cup style tournament throughout the season. That is the Jägermeister Cup.
Yeah,
Joe
is.
Lowry, we don't have enough time in the night to discuss how excited Joe Lowry is for that one. They've got a couple new stadiums as well. Lexington SC making their championship debut, picked up a big win here on opening night in their first match. And then Oakland Roots taking over the Oakland Coliseum. And then Rhode Island FC, they're getting a new stadium here in just a couple weeks' time. They'll open the doors to that one. So a lot of exciting things going on around the USL Championship as a whole. As here are your Saturday scoreboard from around the USL Championship on this opening night. Got some early games that have gone final. A couple 1-1, North Carolina and Pittsburgh. They split it 3-1 Loudoun with a big-time victory over Birmingham Legion. You mentioned that win, Lexington 2-0, and then a big one. And opening night, just you couldn't have asked for a better matchup to start the season. Louisville City, big-time 2-1 over Charleston.
Yeah, huge win on the road, no less, for Louisville City. Those are the two teams that really everybody, myself included, has earmarked to finish at or very, very near the top of the Eastern Conference. A really impressive result for Louisville on the road.
Yeah, the defending champions, Colorado Switchbacks, there 1-1 with El Paso at halftime. They're starting at the same time, 7 o'clock kick as us here in Phoenix. Those are some of your scores and some of your notes from around the USL Championship. We're going to take a quick break. The fans enjoying it. It's a Saturday night. Starting to get on their feet, hoping their hometown Rising Club give them something to be a little louder about. Be right back.
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Jansen Wilson tiptoed the line. Wilson! Brilliant! And denied! He has been on fire at Tampa Bay! Cross forward, brought down by Gagi! The heroes!
Pain
Let's go!
doesn't care who you are or why you hurt, but pain can be mastered if you know the way. Fight back with Tiger Balm's legendary herbal power. Trusted for over 100 years, our proven blend of camphor, menthol, and essential oils tames pain with the strength and speed of the tiger, so that you can rise above pain and get back to living. This is the way of the tiger.
Success doesn't come easy. It takes grit, hustle, and relentless effort. Every step forward brings you closer to greatness. This is your moment. Elevate your game. El Jimador, Spiked Bebidas.
Phoenix! 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 Woo! Out of here. I'm out. Phoenix! Phoenix!
Once again, be sure to check your t-shirt as you may be a lucky fan. And find the free
Tonight's broadcast of Phoenix Rising FC is presented by Carvana. ASMC. And America First Credit Union. Back in. Great look. And Phoenix. Beautiful March night here on opening night. The lights are bright. 1-0 FC Tulsa. They've got the lead over Phoenix Rising. Here's we get ready to start this second half. Killian McClatchy and my partner Joe Lowry. Through the first 45 minutes of action, we got some of those first half highlights for you. And it was some chances early on for Phoenix, as here are the first half highlights presented by Gila River. Somewhere in there for them. Tulsa certainly has the capability the way they looked in the first half, but two clubs, it's only been 45 minutes of real soccer with points on the line as we are back underway for the second half here from Phoenix. Whistle blown as Rising will start with possession, see if they can't muster something in this next 45 to bring it level and then see where we go from there. Thank you for joining us tonight, wherever you may be, as Smith gets thrown down to the side, much to the chagrin of DeLow. Smith kind of just played that right into his feet and then ended up walking right into the contact stop play. As the captain, Popmar Boy, swings it to his backline mate. This one, nice pass, threaded all the way through, but it's going to play all the way back to Mo Traore. He's going to give it back to Rakowski.
Yeah, and more of those line-breaking passes out of the back from Phoenix Rising would go a long way. Tulsa still trying to take away Carl Saint in these possession moments. You can see Taylor Calhera adjusting his cover shadow to keep Saint in behind him. A little relocation there off the ball from Saint to drift left. If Phoenix Rising can break lines with their center backs, bypass the number 6 and play straight into the 9 or into those dual number 8s or to the narrow wingers, they're going to have some success in the second 45.
Rakowski giving off Okello, who's come now. Looks like he's kind of switched positions there with Saint, at least for the moment, and the two will rotate back into where they originally were. As Popmar Boy, a little bit of a pressure now from Tulsa. As Formella lets that one go by. Rivera tries to clear it up, but not fully out of danger. Cabral steps in underneath Sissoko, and now a whistle and a foul on Remy Cabral.
One thing, Killian, I know we're early into the second half. One thing that I keep my eye on in the second 45 minutes is Darius Johnson. On the bench in this match, arrives last summer, a really vertical, direct player. There's space as Tulsa continue to push forward. There's space for Rising to exploit in behind. We've seen Damian Rivera try to make that run a couple of times. Hope Adievu trying to make that run out of midfield. Formella on that right wing is not this direct vertical presence. If Phoenix are still searching for answers around the 60-minute mark, Darius Johnson off the bench is somebody who could provide some of that verticality to this front line.
Johnson was a late addition last season. Came over from the Netherlands. This one crossed in, headed down by Popmar Boy, but not fully away as Coley comes to collect. Lays ahead Rogers, who swings it out of the near side. Rivera to slide in, and real frustrated from Owen Dom. Unable to keep that in play. But Johnson, late addition, didn't see a ton of time last season due to some injuries. It was kind of an issue that he had, was in the Netherlands, came over. Saw a little bit, just 4 games played near the end of the year. Popmar Boy. Long pass swung to the far side for Flood. Flood to Saint. Right back to him, little 1-2 game between the two, and Flood. That was a pass that looked like, at least for the moment, wasn't going anywhere. Popmar Boy does a nice job to keep possession. Noble Okello. Okello going to send this one in. Cabral finds Formella. Formella settles it down, left foot blocked away. It wouldn't matter. Flag was up on the near side.
Just offside there from Darius Formella. The referee on the near side gets that decision correct with that offside flag. Still a really nice bit of build-up from Phoenix Rising, and it starts at the foot of Noble Okello, who hasn't been especially involved, Killian, so far in this match. Just 20 touches so far. That's 5th lowest on this Rising team. Somebody who's at his best with the ball at his feet, when he can drive forward out of midfield, when he can find a progressive pass like that one to Remy Cabral. It's a really nice look from the new signing in central midfield.
Going to be chipped ahead all the way back, though. It's a Potmar boy. That one, bad turnover from Saint. Gives it right back. Traore now going to have to shoulder off Stojanovic, and he does. As Rakowski played back to Smith. Smith going to turn. As he's pestered below. Thought that was out. Tried to call for it. Formella going to turn. Hope wants the ball, and he does. Hope Bavievu starting to press forward. Gonna leave it off to the left side. Rivera cuts it back to his left, crossed in, looking for Cabral, not all the way, just missed him. Settled down, Saint right-footed shot, not enough behind it though, as Peñaranda, an easy save for the keeper.
It's great work on the left wing there from Damian Rivera, creating separation yet again. He's looked dangerous on the ball in this match on that left side. Rising do well to keep the play alive, but it's an easy save at the end of the day from Peñaranda.
Peñaranda, I haven't had a ton of opportunities to talk a lot about him. He was one of the best keepers in the USL Championship a year ago. Got some real high praise from Luke Spencer when we talked to him earlier this week, especially from his preseason. Said he's really stepped up and kind of become really one of the big leaders of this club.
Yeah, he was excellent in the USL Championship last season after becoming a starter really mid-season. Still ended up becoming a top 5 goalkeeper in the USL Championship based off of goals saved above expected, saving 7 goals for Tulsa last season. He was absolutely massive for them in goal and is really slated to be a rock for this group in 2025.
85 saves a year ago, 7 clean sheets. He had 5 of those in his first 8 matches since taking over as the full-time starter. Long ball played in as Traore is pestered around, little tug at the back of the kit, able to get it away back to Rakowski. As Saint gets some space, there is Luke Spencer, new man in charge. As this ball threaded through, headed down by Remy Cabral. Cabral keeps possession. He's going to stop center it, but nobody's there. Cabral got taken down. Some arms up in the Phoenix dugout, but nothing to come of it. Here comes the counterattack. Potmar boy doubles back, and shocker, just like last year, Potmar boy, right place, right time. As Colin Smith going to stop and turn it. Little 1-2 game with Okello right at midfield.
Yeah, that is the Potmar boy brand right there. There's a reason why clubs, not just in the American soccer landscape, but also abroad, have their eyes keenly on Potmar boy in 2025. An incredibly talented 1v1 defender.
Rivera trying to get around his defender, and there will be a whistle. And it looks like it's going to be a foul on Rivera. The two kind of got tangled up. It will be a free kick for Tulsa. Sissoko, Rogers chips it ahead, but over the head. Stojanovic. Hope somehow keeps possession of that one. Saint, little 1-2 with Hope. Saint laid ahead Okello. Okello tries to feed this one through. There's Pamoduka right there.
Getting a touch.
Coach Pa definitely looks like he can still lace him up and get out there.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
I will say this. I think you got the two coaches here in the USL Championship. You could give them a pair of boots and say, all right, get you out there. We need you for 90. And I think they'll give you a good 90 minutes.
The intensity is there on both sides of the dugout, Killian. No question about that whatsoever. Pamuduka talks about playing as the best job in the world, coaching the second best job in the world.
Thrown in, chested down. Formella, nice job to keep possession, but too strong of a touch. Now Formella took a big knock as he fell to the ground inside the 18. A little shake of the finger from Elton Garcia, the head referee, saying, nope, we're going to keep on going.
And no argument there from Darius Formella either. Always a telltale sign of going down a little easily inside the box.
Rogers over on that far side, a little bit of clipped up from behind, foul and a free kick. And all the way back to Sissoko. His backline mate Rivera. Going all the way back. Little 1-2 slip there from Calhera. That one taken away. Some contact. It'll be a foul. Dom can't believe it as he ran into Smith. Dom there a little heated.
Battle the outside backs here on this near side. Phoenix get the ball back in play quickly.
As that ball played through to nobody. Almost one. I think Troyer was expecting Cabral to make a little bit of a run. Cabral was settling back into position. Fans Phoenix Rising and Modelo have teamed up to offer the ultimate game night experience. For just $20, you get one ticket and one 24-ounce Modelo to elevate your game day. Don't miss out on this special offer. Get your tickets and cheer on Phoenix Rising today. Buy now at phxrisingfc.com. We are Phoenix Rising. Todos Rojos.
Ryan Flood looking for the space off this throw-in. Tulsa really stacked over to that near side. There have been opportunities all night long in the last 55 minutes plus for Rising to look for those quick switches in possession, especially when they're able to draw Tulsa over to one of those horizontal channels on the field. There's opportunity there to play a quick diagonal over to the fullback or over to the weak side winger. Try and release that pressure.
Rakowski has it on the edge of his own 18. 1-0. 56 minutes played, lone goal. Alex DeLow about 25 minutes into this match. It's the only mark that we've got on the score sheet. So Kello comes back, a little tic-tac with Potmar Boy. Smith tries to play it ahead. It looked like Formella, though, was about a step behind. Kind of stopped his run briefly as Potmar Boy leaps up, takes a little bit of a tumble, and now a whistle. And Okello kind of turns around. Frustrated after that one. It'll be a free kick just inside Phoenix Rising's half.
Yeah, Noble Okello with the little pull there on Gio Colley's jersey. Simple call there from the referee. Tulsa doing a good job of managing the first 11, 12 minutes of this second half. Limiting Phoenix, continuing to apply that man-oriented pressure through central midfield. Rising trying to adapt their positioning. Noble Okello dropping into different pockets. You called out earlier the little positional switch with Carl Saint. Phoenix looking to find their windows of opportunity and build.
Smith has Tulsa back with the press. You kind of get the feeling it's going to be one of these opportunities with the way that this Phoenix Rising club's looked. It's going to take just one of those presses that just find that one pass to get out, and there's going to be a really good opportunity.
When you saw it on that goal, on that box entry that was ruled back for offside, Phoenix have some of these combinations set up. They have some of these in their legs. Just not seeing them come off.
Formella is still down. They're going to continue playing, though. Cabral has to wait up for it. Cabral now gets taken down outside the box, and nothing there. Cabral can't believe it. Formella is back on his feet and trailing back to help try to put a little bit of pressure on amid a flurry of boos amongst this home crowd. That one, bad turnover. Here's Hope. Hope pressed over Formella. Formella tries to cross. Nice sliding stop by Sissoko. Deny that entry. And now, bit of a poor tackle from Dom. And it will be a free kick. It'll be essentially like a short corner.
And another battle there between Owen Dom and Colin Smith. Here on this near side, Colin Smith doing very well to put himself between the ball and Owen Dom to win that foul.
So the big fellas come forward once again. Okello and Potmar Boy at the back post. Looks like it'll be Flood to take this one. That south end waiting to explode. Been sitting on their hands most of the night. See if Flood and company can provide a spark. This one crossed in, back post headed up, not fully away. Avievu tried for the volley, but he missed it, and it's out for a goal kick.
It's a nice delivery there on that set piece from Ryan Flood. Good weight, good texture on that left-footed in-swinger. Phoenix Rising, though, can't direct it on frame.
Looks like we will see our first substitute in just a moment. FC Tulsa, Edwin Lasso, the man ready to come on for the visitors, up 1-0. Low, a little too high. Ball finds its way all the way to Hope. Hope laid forward. Rivera coming through. He gets taken down inside the box. Nothing there. Not sure if he got a tug of the jersey or if he just slipped down.
Damian Rivera, again, so dangerous. Breaking into the 18. Little thumbs up there. Likes the service. No whistle from the referee.
So Lasso awaits like he'll be ready to come on next opportunity. This one headed down. Calhera with a little bit of room, left-footed shot, and he'll send that one into the parking lot. We will have the substitution. Another look at that opportunity from Rivera.
Yeah, nothing in that. Nothing in that on Damian Rivera with that no foul there. That's clean defending in the box there from Tulsa. Well done. As you see Edwin Lazo come on the field, led all midfielders in the USL Championship in defensive actions last year. This is a guy who gets around the midfield. Luke Spencer really likes his energy, really likes his mobility. He's got some quality on the ball as well. Going to help shore down this central area for Tulsa.
So Lasso enters the match. The Colombian, he'll take over for the goal scorer. Oxalo's night is done 60 minutes in. Decent night's work, though. Being the difference maker so far. As Hope able to hold off, gets the ball right back from Flood. Rivera, little 1-2. Rivera gets taken down, and now it will be a foul. And free kick to Phoenix. And you can kind of get the feeling Rising starting to build a little bit of momentum here in the last 10 or so.
Especially on that left side between Hope Aveyevu and Damian Rivera. A nice chemistry building between those two players.
Kello doubles back, takes this one. Trying to swing it now to the near side. Smith, one touch. Able to keep it in play. Working one-on-one with Dom. Gonna send it in. Kello, one touch, near post, knocked away. Just getting a hand to it as Peñaranda, big save. And now sent back, but not fully out of danger. Crossed right back in. Kello at the back post. He's going to just head it up into the air. Rivera chips it away and out of the 18 and sent forward. Now it's going to be a long run and a foot race. Traore looks like he's going to win it, and he does, and gets it back to Rakowski.
And more danger coming with Noble Okello at the heart of it, the former Toronto FC player. Such a great first touch in the box after Colin Smith does a lot of the hard work on that right side. Rising now pushing, finding a little bit of momentum in the second half.
Dom touches it out, throw in. Smith wants to take it quickly, and he will. Okello has it at his feet. Formella sends it all the way back. Sense something coming for Phoenix, if it's been anything based off these last few minutes. And now Smith, heavy tackle, as Smith able to pop right back up, and he wants to play it quickly. Okello making a nice little run, going to try and cross, and he will earn his side a corner to this near.
Yeah, just like on the left side, you're starting to see a relationship form on the right between right back Colin Smith and this right-sided midfielder Noble Okello, roommates for this Rising squad. See that chance from Okello there, striding down the right side of the box. Gets it across. Phoenix still searching for that equalizer.
First Carvana corner kick of this second half. Proud sponsor of Phoenix Rising. Carvana will drive you happy. It's going to be Flood to take this one, similar to the free kick just a few minutes ago. The lefty puts his boot through it, looking back post. That goes over the top of everybody. It's a long run for Hope and a wasted corner. Fans, you can't watch the match? Be sure to turn on Sirius XM 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access on Tuesday nights. Plus, you can air live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more, all on Sirius XM FC 157. and the new Sirius XM app. As we mentioned, season started off with a big match between two of the best clubs in the Eastern Conference over the last couple of years, Louisville City and Charleston. That was the Sirius XM match tonight. So be sure to keep a lookout for the rest of the season. Catch those ones over the radio waves.
Rising fans won't need a reminder that
zone half. And there is officially the yellow card.
You see Ryan Flood pumping that ball down the left side. Surreal tangle there.
A yellow card warning has been issued to FC Tulsa number 91, Abdulaziz Sissoko.
So Sissoko picks up the yellow card.
In our second half of play.
And free kick. Saint. A little 1-2-3, a little triangle going between Traore, Potmar Boy. Finds Akello, who comes back to pick it up. Akello's been really sharp so far in the early stage of the second half. Helped create some chances. Smith turns the ball over. Good takeaway from Tulsa. Potmar Boy, though, shoulders off. Calhera says, welcome to a level up.
And that's a huge part of what makes Potmar Boy such a valuable asset to a possession-oriented team. Still not the cleanest player on the ball, but is so dangerous in the counter press, can keep the opposition pinned in, and wins that battle easily over Taylor Calhera.
Our boy we mentioned, named captain for this 2025 season, the youngest captain in club history. As ball sent through, not going to get there, as Smith is going to lay off of that one. There's a guy second team all USL selection a year ago. He's a national champion at Clemson. His 1 year there was named the defensive MVP of that College Cup. He's seen success everywhere he goes. And it's no different here in Phoenix. As stoppage is, that is the captain. Down there, it looked like get another substitute ready. And is another one of those new signings. Delence Pierre ready to come on for the visitors. And the substitute is being made. Is Pierre going to come on? It looked like they're making that change for Sissoko. Pierre joins this Tulsa side from the defending champion, Colorado Springs.
Delence Pierre. Pierre replaces number 91, Abdulaziz Sissoko.
So maybe Sissoko does exit tonight in the opener. 68 minutes played.
Khalil El-Medgar. El-Medgar replaces number 9, Taylor Calhera.
Taylor Calhera making his USL Championship debut will make way for Khalil El-Medgar. One of those new signings for Tulsa. El-Medgar played last season with Loudoun, the last few seasons with Loudoun United.
Yeah, he's a dangerous attacking player, really flexible across that attacking midfield line. We asked Luke Spencer about him earlier this week. Where do you see him in this team? And the answer was, we're going to find out a little bit more about where El-Medgar fits into this Tulsa group. He's going to be playing in the half spaces. Stojanovic is going to move into that number 9 spot. Saw Gio Colley move into that left-sided half space role, and Edwin Lazo enter the field a little bit earlier in the second 45.
You mentioned kind of that ability from El-Medgar. This is a guy, you look back, he's one of just 4 players in the USL Championship to post 6+ goals and 4+ assists in back-to-back seasons. One of 4. It's a pretty impressive number with as many players there on the championship. Great little ball. Okello threads one through the bottom, but knocked down and away. Delence Pierre, fresh into the match, gets a high five from his teammates, keeping this one at a 1-goal lead. Formella presses back ahead. This one crossed in over the top of everybody, but too much weight on that one.
Noble Okello continuing to threaten down this right side for Phoenix Rising in the second half. He's been much, much more involved as Phoenix have pushed for that equalizer. Getting a little higher. Tulsa also sitting a bit deeper in more of a 5-4-1 rather than that aggressive front-footed 3-4-3 press. Phoenix having some opportunities to probe down that right side. Looking to really push that advantage right now with a couple of subs readying to come on the sidelines.
So first changes for Phoenix. Isan Sacco going to come on, as well as the man that you mentioned a little bit earlier, Darius Johnson.
Entering the match, number 9, Isan Sacco. Sacco replaces number 91, Remy Cabral.
So Sacco will come on for Cabral.
Sacco, number 22, Darius Johnson. Johnson replaces number 19, Damian Rivera.
Johnson will come on that left side for Damian Rivera. A good night in the debut for Damian Rivera. Are you a little surprised, Joe, that Bamuruka ends up going with Rivera instead of Formella to make that switch with Johnson?
You know, in some ways, yes, but then you look at how this right side between Colin Smith and Noble Okello and Darius Formella has played in the second half. You don't really want to disrupt that chemistry. Johnson's going to give Phoenix a little bit of speed, a little bit more speed and physicality on that left side compared to Rivera, who offers a nice blend of that tricky 1v1 dribbling and his ability to break in behind. Johnson's going to really try to push the envelope on that left side. And then Isan Sacco is coming in to be a real box presence for this Rising team. A little more dangerous with his hold-up play than Remy Cabral, and certainly a bigger aerial threat inside the 18 as Rising really try to spend this last 19-plus minutes of the match looking to get the ball in the back of the net.
Still trailing that 1-0, the 24th minute goal off the foot of Alex Delos, still the difference maker for FC Tulsa. As Popmar Boy and Phoenix, they've had their chances in this second half, just haven't been able to capitalize anything. Okello does a nice job turning a near mistake, almost stepping on the ball, into a little bit of possession. Flood trying to chip this one ahead for Johnson. Johnson trying to weave his way through a couple of defenders, but does a nice job. Hope comes in, and will be out off of Hope Avievu for a goal kick.
And Tulsa really committed to battening down the hatches at this point in that 5-4-1. They're really trying to compress space in their own defensive third, making it difficult for Phoenix Rising to find that entry pass into the 18.
Long ball, chested down, Stojanovic. Gonna get it off of his feet. Dom, long run in, a little bit of space. He's gonna pick it up, pressed forward. Long run for Coley, and Popmar Boy able to hold him off, and he'll toss it right back over to his keeper. Rising fans, mind you, your tickets, your schedule, and your way. With the new Phoenix Rising Flex plan, to get tickets starting at just $14. And choose the matches that work for you. Lock in your seats and enjoy the action on your terms. Don't miss a moment. Secure your Flex plan today at phxrisingfc.com. We are Phoenix Rising, Todos Rojos. Got some great matches on the schedule this year in Phoenix. Some big-time clubs coming in. Got a new one as a stoppage. Ryan Flood getting stretched out on that far side of the pitch, so I'll have a stoppage here in just a little bit. Got a nice 4th of July match here in Phoenix. That one's a Friday night matchup. We'll have that one for you here. Certainly excited for that.
1 p.m. kickoff, April 19th, Sac Republic.
Yeah, 1 p.m. Don't forget that one. Little midday USL Championship soccer for you. We will be here. We do. We're not nocturnal creatures fully.
I like the matinee soccer. Adds even more time for more evening soccer.
That's true. And Joe Lowry is a soccer aficionado. could lock Joe Lowry in a dark room with lots of screens, and if it would just played soccer 24/7, he'd be very content. Here's some of that upcoming schedule for you. They hit the road next week at El Paso, and then back home, Rhode Island, and then Detroit City. They're the next home games. This did have change there for Phoenix Rising as Ryan Flood is the man ends up coming off.
Braxton Montgomery enters for number 23. Ryan Flood. Once again,
that's Braxton Montgomery coming on for Phoenix Rising, the 17-year-old. Recently signed to a USL Academy contract. Really part of a youth emphasis from Pam Mudaka. Saw Jamison Ping, 16-year-old, become just the second player from the Phoenix Rising Academy to sign a full professional deal earlier this offseason. Pam Mudaka, wherever he's been, whether that's at North Texas in the FC Dallas system or up in Canada, is really committed to developing talent, developing players. Phoenix at the senior level have gotten younger with their roster. They're also trying to bring more players through in the youth ranks.
Hope taking this free kick. Sends this one in, headed up, but not fully away. As Traore going to try and turn. As that ball taken off of his feet, and now a foul. And it will be a free kick to Tulsa. And it's a cool opportunity for Montgomery. You mentioned recently signed that contract. Allows him to dress and play while keeping his college eligibility as well. Great initiative from the league as a whole to allow clubs to do that, to help you to build up the future of not only championship soccer, but also American soccer as a whole.
Yeah, and a big moment to make this appearance if you're Braxton Montgomery. Coming in at left back, an injury to Emil Cuecio, putting Ryan Flood in that starting lineup. Flood has to come off in the second half. Always got to be ready to seize that opportunity.
Here's Montgomery, who steps up. Marboy tries to place this one through. Sacco gets a foot to it, knocks it down. Incredible touch there for Okello. Sacco wants it right back, calling for it. Okello back post over the head. Just about everybody. Johnson was there, and Aveyevu to try and chase it down. He takes some contact, and it's chipped off, and it will be a throw to Phoenix. 15 to play.
Seeing some of the best of Noble Okello on that right side in the second half. Just so smooth on the ball. It's the thing that made him really stand out with Toronto. It's the thing that earned him a couple of caps with Canada at the senior men's national team level. Such a fun player down that right side.
Johnson weaving his way around, takes some contact, and they're going to keep on playing. Montgomery, a bit of a misplay, as well as Traore as it went through everybody. Pop Marboy was right there, though, to collect it, and Phoenix keeps possession. Johnson, again, trying to work his way through the defender. Now Johnson kind of gets wrapped up. They're going to keep on playing. There's a defender down for FC Tulsa, and now we're going to have a whistle. And this Phoenix side is not happy about this stoppage. St. Clair is the one who was down. He got tied up, and now Pop Marboy coming over and saying, trying to ask for the help, and you see there the official Elton Garcia saying stopped it. He's pointing to the head, and now St. Clair, the trainer, is going to come out. If it is a head, they're probably going to send him off. Yeah, they're going to send him off to the side to just get checked real fast. Johnson and St. Clair kind of came together, and Johnson, I think it might have just kind of landed on top of him when the two collided.
And get a look at this collision between Darius Johnson and Harvey St. Clair. Referee trying to stay on top of that situation. Not taking any chances of the potential head injury. Here's that other look there from Darius Johnson. Again, not a lot in that. A physical, aggressive game, yes. Not a clear foul there.
One more substitution looking like it's coming, and Hope Aveyevu is going to come off in his debut. 79 minutes played. Charlie Dennis going to come on for him in the midfield.
Entering the match, number 12.
Charlie Dennis gives this Phoenix Rising team a couple of things. Over the last 10-plus minutes of this game, he gives them nice left-footed delivery on set pieces, especially now that Ryan Flood is off the field. And he also presents a target for Phoenix Rising as they break into the final third. He's a real threat in the box with that physicality.
First touch is headed down. Dennis took a little bit of a shot there and fell down. Ball being kind of headed around. Montgomery going to touch it down and going to just play it all the way back to Rakowski. Rakowski over to Pop Marboy. Try and swing this all the way to the other side. What an impressive find there for Pop Marboy. Montgomery's on the far side with his arms up, and I didn't think Marboy saw him, but certainly did. Traore. Things have settled down in the last 10 or so minutes after about 15 minutes of heavy possession and opportunities from Phoenix Rising. Tulsa did a good job to quell the storm, and now an iffy whistle on the backside right in front of that supporter's side for Phoenix. This is a reminder that eFootball is here. You can live your dream and rep your team and play as your favorite USL Championship club. Remember, eFootball is free to play, so go ahead and download it now. And Yoranda puts his right foot through it. Pop Marboy gets up, chipped ahead. Long run in, but goes nowhere. Quickly taken. Phoenix, you're starting to feel the pressure of needing to find a goal to try and bring this match level tonight and at least take a point.
Well, and it's not just pressure for 2025. This is also the theme for Phoenix Rising of 2024. Even with a very different squad, still some holdovers from last year. Phoenix third in possession in the USL Championship last season. 20th in goals, just 16th in expected goals. They've not generated high-quality scoring chances so far in this match. It's not a huge surprise for a team that's trying to adjust their possession style and also integrating a lot of new players. At the same time, the early season can be difficult in building up those reps and getting some of that chemistry. So we're seeing Rising with a need to do both of those things throughout this evening.
Misplay, turned over. Sent back the other way. Traore there, right there as he heads it down for Saint. Carl Saint, the Haitian international, lays off for Dennis. Montgomery. Formella decided to let that one go through, but there was nobody in behind him. Now Formella trying to pressure a little bit. Takes a deflection. Okello. Darius Johnson. Known for some great footwork, trying to get himself a little bit of a room. Crossed in, looking for Sacco, but he can't get there as Peñaranda going to have to watch that one go out for a corner. So an opportunity here for Phoenix with 83 minutes played tonight, down 1-0. Their Carvana corner kick. This one, launch in the back post. That one, a tug at the back of the jersey, a whistle. And Mo Traore, it was Pop Marboy they were looking for. Marboy kind of confused as to what the whistle was for. Pop Marboy went up after it.
We saw the near side assistant referee waving that flag. Hear the whistle blown from the center referee there as well. A lot of contact in the box there.
A goal kick goes. Okello raises up to head this one around, and Charlie Dennis will chip it over to Braxton Montgomery. Montgomery going to press forward. Darius Johnson now. Phoenix trying to find the equalizer. Crossed in, and that one will be up and over everything and out for a goal kick.
Yeah, Darius Johnson has been involved in some dangerous moments on that left side since coming on, but it's not been especially sharp, either on his dribbling or with that distribution on that left wing. Rising still lacking for that little bit of quality in the final third.
Peñaranda high. Let's get headed right back out by Saint. Dom is now Tulsa. Taking a few extra seconds, siege opportunity they can, letting the time tick away. Saint tries to pressure. Potmar Boy comes flying in at almost nowhere. And now Montgomery going to have to chase this one down, nobody around him. Dennis stops, turns on to his right. Long ball through. Smith was about a step behind, though, and now a whistle back behind play. It will be Phoenix's ball as Potmar Boy wants it back. Less than 5 minutes going as ball came back into play on this near side, right behind Potmar Boy. Montgomery, Johnson. Seen most of the work in the last 10 or so minutes from Phoenix on that left side with Arias Johnson. This one threaded through, knocked down Dennis. He's going to have it, finds Sacco. Sacco turns, one-on-one with Rivera. Sacco weaves his way through, two defenders still around. Dennis has it taken off of his feet, couldn't find the shot, but not fully away. Potmar Boy pressured from behind. He's going to turn and reset things.
And how good is that from Isan Sacco, finding just that sliver of space between a pair of defenders on the right side of the box. That's classy play from the number 9.
Sacco wants the ball at his feet. Doesn't get it. Smith for Dennis. Dennis going to send this one into the center, headed away by Pierre. Montgomery comes to collect. Saint. Here's Smith now. Smith, that one just missed strike as he couldn't find it. And it's out the back for a goal kick. As Dom now on the ground, everybody's starting to kind of stretch out, and they're going to call the trainers out. 10-0 and Dom.
Credit to FC Tulsa. They've managed this game incredibly well. Letting a few seconds tick off the clock here, a few seconds there, and also with their general defensive approach in this game. Killian, it looked like Rising a little surprised on the early stages of how aggressive Tulsa were in that 3-4-3 press, really causing Phoenix some problems with that man-oriented defending through central midfield. Then you come out in the second 45. You don't back down initially after the halftime whistle. You do work your way slowly back into a more compact 5-4-1 block, and you're seeing it with crosses like that one from Colin Smith. Rising really struggling to break down that block and find the opportunity to get on the score sheet.
Tulsa readying their last few substitutes. Have to wait at least a moment longer to get them on. As Dom comes running back from behind the goal, waiting to be let back. They actually are going to let the substitutes go now. Saul Batch is going to be one of the ones coming on. So Stojanovic going to be one of the ones coming off. Patrick Segrist will come on, adding a defender.
Hitachi replacing number 2, Owen Dam. Also into the match, number 20, Patrick Sigris. Sigris replacing number 19, Stefan Stojanovic.
The last substitutes made for Tulsa. And Phoenix will see what they get in stoppage time. They're going to have to press to try and find an equalizer and take a point away here in the home opener for 2025. They're going to continue play as there is a player down for Tulsa in a heap. They're going to continue on. Tulsa down to the 11. Crossed in, back post, looking, headed just too tall. Great ball in from Potmar Boy. And Formella just couldn't keep it down below the crossbar.
It's a great look from Phoenix Rising. And you're right, Killian. A lovely whipped-in ball from the center back, Potmar Boy. Darius Formella crashing the box. Can't direct that header on frame, sandwiched between a couple of defenders.
Formella, second on this team in goals with 6 a year ago. He was that close from getting his first. Keep playing, no word yet on how much time added on. Continue play. Sacco. With a tall touch back to himself, knocked down. Traore over to Okello. Formella, 1-2. Okello has to run by it. He's going to come and collect it from Montgomery. Potmar Boy starting to press a little bit higher up the field.
Yeah, you're seeing more of a back three with Braxton Montgomery on that left side, allowing Potmar Boy to push forward.
Dennis, that one crossed in. Johnson came flying in. He wasn't able to get there. As Montgomery going to sprint after this ball and quickly throw it back in. Still haven't seen the board go up as time continues to go through 92 minutes. Colin Smith to his right foot, low cross. That one chested down, doesn't go anywhere. And cleared away and all the way back. Rakowski going to have to come and pick it up at midfield. Here's Okello. Okello sprinting forward. Chipped up and out by Rivera. We're now going to have a stoppage as so a quick little talking to and thrown back in. Smith, 1-2 with Dennis. Dennis, left-footed cross for the back post. Peñaranda, lots of bodies around him, but he jumps on that one and falls to the ground.
And we are hearing there'll be 7 minutes of stoppage time. Phoenix with less than 4 remaining. Then to find that equalizer. Continuing to push numbers forward. Tulsa continuing to stand resolute.
So Dennis will play it all the way back to Rakowski. 3.5 played of the 7 in stoppage time. Smith in a slip and a misplay. And that's a tough ball to lose possession of. Looking for the throw in. There's Segrist. One of the late additions. And a shove from behind Popmar Boy, and it will be a free kick to Tulsa.
It's a moment where Popmar Boy's inexperience shows through a little bit. A needless foul in your own defensive third that lets Tulsa wind even more time off this clock. They're not in a rush, nor should they be. Seeing out this result on the road, a 1-0 near win for this FC Tulsa team that has a lot of new pieces. A really, really strong start to their 2025 campaign.
A little short, nice little back heel pass. Batch turns, gets it back. Coley taken away, good turnover, good steal on that one. The interception by Dennis. Long run. Johnson going to come and collect. Montgomery making a run. Johnson elects to keep it himself, and he's going to play it all the way back. Mo Traore, now Popmar Boy. Here's Dennis for Smith up this right wing. Smith, two defenders. He takes a heavy shot, and there will be a foul and a free kick, and now Smith getting up a little gingerly, holding that left tip.
And if you're looking for one more opportunity, this is it for Phoenix Rising. It'll be Charlie Dennis on the set piece as we catch this replay. Colin Smith just cleaned out.
5.5 played of the 7. Added on. Dennis will take it, the left footer. You got Sacco, Akello, Popmar Boy, everybody's down there. The South End trying to make a little noise. The pressure-packed moments. Dennis sent in, headed up, and it will be a corner. Dennis will sprint all the way in to go and take this one. They'll reset it from the opposite side. I have to imagine there can't be many opportunities left in this match. 6.5 of 7 played. This one sent in, knocked down, and wide. It'll be a goal kick. Popmar Boy ended up having to peel himself off the turf.
You see that outswinger there from Charlie Dennis. Just can't quite find any Phoenix Rising player there in the box in a clean fashion. Tulsa do well defensively.
And there is the final whistle. And it's a sigh of relief and loud yells for the visitors, FC Tulsa, who find 3 points here in the opening match of 2025.
You can see the relief there from FC Tulsa. A really nice performance from Luke Spencer's team to start their campaign. Defensively resolute, aggressive in the press in the first half. They forced that mistake from Carl St. and pounce from Alex DeLoe in the box. That mistake really the deciding factor in this game, but Tulsa never relinquishing that lead, never giving Phoenix more than an inch or two of space in the final third, Tulsa's defensive third, to close out this match.
So Luke Spencer has 3 points in his first match as the head man at FC Tulsa, as his side take a 1-0 victory over Phoenix Rising here on match day number 1. We're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We're going to wrap things up for you, give you the highlights from this one, and send you on your way into the weekend. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back here from Phoenix.
Family first alerts you before weather changes.
A team with more than 100 years of local experience will stay ahead of the weather that impacts you. Air quality.
We need to prepare for some weekend winds.
Temperature drops.
We're first alerting for a freeze warning. Fire risks.
This lack of rain increases the odds of wildfires.
All so you can protect your family, pets, and property.
Know about changes before they happen with First Alert Weather on Arizona's Family.
Oh, Waymo's here.
The what?
The Waymo.
What's a Waymo?
There you go.
It's driving itself.
You're okay. It's driving itself.
It's driving itself.
It's driving itself.
How does it do this?
Magic.
Billy, I need help with the clicker.
Yeah, wait, 1 second, Grandma. This guy's gonna buy my car. Billy's still there? Okay,
You need Carvana. What's your plate number?
Boss, M-O-V.
Vehicle features, no accidents, right?
No.
Good. Generating offer. Carvana can pick it up tomorrow.
That's an amazing offer. Do you still need help with the clicker?
I'll ask your sister.
Sell your car the easy way with Carvana.
Back in full-time in Phoenix, 1-0. Tulsa over Phoenix Rising. Get their second ever victory over Phoenix. First time since all the way back in 2017. Tulsa takes down Phoenix Rising. 1-0. Kind of the scoreline kind of matches the match win as a whole. Here are your match highlights. We'll give them to you. It was some early opportunities for Phoenix. They looked dangerous in moments in the first half. As there you go to the first 45. The chances were there. Darius Formella, an opportunity for Remy Cabral, just couldn't get his foot to it. But it was really just kind of chances.
Yeah, nothing quite converted for Phoenix Rising in this game. And this look from Colin Smith maybe ended up being their best chance of the match outside of perhaps that Formella look in the second half. And it's a bit of a mistake in build-up from Phoenix Rising from new defensive midfielder Carl Saint. Allows FC Tulsa to attack the other way. Alex DeLoe showing nice composure in the box to finish with that right foot.
Yeah, DeLoe, the difference maker, the ultimate game-winning goal there 25 minutes in. Traore just a little too far away from making that one. Then you go to the second half, and really Phoenix Rising, they kind of turned it on. Some of the new pairings certainly helped out. Here's Formella, a big opportunity, but a great save by Peñaranda, who is fantastic. The flag goes up on that one anyways, but can't say enough about Johan Peñaranda.
Yeah, he was excellent. You see him get a big right paw to that look there from Noble Okello. Phoenix Rising continued to push as this match wore on. Had some nice moments down the right side, especially with Okello, orchestrating a lot of that with his dynamic movement out of midfield. Phoenix couldn't find the ultimate breakthrough in this game. You see the nice out-swinging ball there from Pat Marboy looking for Darius Formella. Despite putting on the pressure, looking for set pieces late with the addition of Charlie Dennis. Tulsa continued to stand strong. Phoenix can't find that breakthrough.
Yeah, that one from Formella just too high at the crossbar. That was really the best chance of the entire game there for Rising. As here are your final stats. You look at the numbers. Possession, really no different from last season. We mentioned it all night long. This is a Phoenix Rising team, third in possession. You said it a bunch. Just couldn't find the back of the net tonight.
Yeah, ended up with just about half of an expected goal in this game. To Phoenix's credit, did a good job defensively in this match. Didn't allow a lot of high-quality chances, especially not in the second half. But when you can't generate consistent looks on goal, any mistake you have in your own third, any chance you do give up that turns into a goal is going to come back to bite, and that's exactly what happened in this match.
So a 1-0 final scoreline on opening night. First 90 minutes, Joe. What do you say? We do it again in a couple weeks?
I'm here for it, Killian. I'm here for it. And this Rising team, I think, is here for it as well. There's quality in this group, and you can see it throughout this match. Defensively, there's a lot of talent still with Pat Marboy, the captain, the youngest captain in club history, anchoring that group. A really solid defensive outing, but again, credit to Tulsa with the quality that they displayed in this match. Aggressive, well-organized under first-year manager Luke Spencer. They've got a lot to be proud of on the way back to Oklahoma.
Certainly is. They take 3 points. Second time ever beating this Phoenix Rising club as signatures here on open night. I want to thank you for joining us here tonight. Big thank you to our entire crew helping us get on the air here and get things rolling. My partner, Joe Lowry. My name is Killian McClatch. I want to thank you for joining us tonight. Don't forget, 2 weeks from now, I'll be right back here. Final time from Phoenix tonight. You've been watching the USL Championship. 1-0 FC Tulsa over Phoenix Rising. Be safe and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.
Yep. Yeah, we're still here.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah. No, thank you guys. Appreciate it. Oh, yeah. Hey, first one. Yeah, honestly.
Feels just like old times.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right.
All right, y'all take care.
Sweet. See you guys in a few weeks.